What's up, boys? Hey, I'm Federico Darino. This is the first time I will upload a video of mine speaking in English. So far, I've been doing them in Spanish because that's where I'm from, Spain, not Mexico. By the way, I love Mexico, but it's not Spain. Generally, I will shoot this video in Spanish and add the subtitles to it later. But this time, I want to give it a shot in English, so I apologize in advance for my Spanish accent and maybe I fuck up some expressions. So, I was chilling the other day with my boy John in the living room of her current girlfriend Kelsey playing FIFA on the PS3. Alright, hold it right there. My friends are not called Kelsey or John. My friends got Spanish names, but I figured that would make you feel a little more familiar with the situation. Anyway, at some point, Kelsey tells John, "Hey baby, so Megan is in town and we girls are going to hang out tonight. We got a lot to catch up on." "Oh, cool. Where you guys going?" "We're going out to the club." Kelsey goes back to the kitchen or whatnot, and my boy John, he's the jealous type. So he asks across the house from the living room, "And why to the club?" "Well, we want to dance and have fun, you know." And he's like, at this point, jealous John breaks into the scene. "Well, you said you're gonna catch up. So if you guys are gonna hang out in the club, isn't that a hard place to have a conversation?" "Yeah, but we want to dance too and have a couple of drinks." "Well, if you want to do all those things, why don't you do it here? Since your parents are out of town, I can be the DJ if you want." So, yeah, of course, Kelsey reacts and I'm like, "Oh, you're such an idiot." Go runs upstairs. So, you know, although I may agree with you in that John was being a dickhead there, I actually think he had a point. You see, Kelsey has got a boyfriend, and most of the other girls there were single. So I could understand that John was a little bit concerned about that. Because come on, regardless of what country you live in, club's official activity is dancing. But people don't go there just to dance. Primarily single people go there to meet somebody and not just to make friends, but also open to the idea of getting some pussy. Okay, so far, I think I haven't said anything that could sound like a deal breaker to anybody that attends the club. So, back to the story, Kelsey comes down from the bathroom upstairs, 3 FIFA tournaments later, by the way, looking slamming. She's a pretty girl, you know? But that night I was like, man, I would so hit that ass if she wasn't dating my boy. You know, tight short dress, high heels, makeup, the whole package. Instantly, this was a reflex action. My boy paused the game, looked at her, staring, and I was like, alright, it's time for me to bounce because these kids are about to smush. But check this, my boy John, instead of shutting up and banging her, he rants. "Yeah, so if you're gonna catch up and dance, why the fuck do you have to dress up like that?" At that point, I would have loved to break, a little, "Oh!" But I don't want to instigate drama between them kids. Plus, Chelsea is also my friend. Getting off track again. Kelsey reacts and yells, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Sends something else and left, slamming the door on her way out. Expected reaction, I must add. That's when it hit me. I'm gonna stand up to say this shit because I'm fucking pumped right now. My boys don't generally go out when they are in a relationship because they know what the deal is with clubs. But girls do it a lot when they have boyfriends, at least where I live. And why? Not necessarily because they're going to cheat on their boyfriends, but because they just love to fool around with guys. Like the sheep that tisses the hungry wolf from outside the fence. It's really not a big deal. But they just love to feel wanted, and guys checking them out and that kind of shit. So, the whole one is talking to me kind of deal. And at some point, the "sorry, I got a boyfriend" will pop out. And if this isn't true, then why don't girls cut it out the second a guy approaches and talk to them? And if you're single and talk to them, all you feel when they bring the "oh, sorry, I got a boyfriend" up, you're like, "Oh, you got a boyfriend. Then why didn't you start there so I know I was wasting my time with you, bitch?" But guys can't do that because chicks don't hunt like we do, so we never get to feel like pretty girls. Therefore, we don't even bother to go out in the first place. Hence, Kelsey has got a boyfriend, so she can get laid whenever she wants. Why does she have to go looking so damn hot? And another thing, this is the kind of situation that leads them to the point where they had to say, they come up with the excuse, "Oh, I had no choice but to talk to him. Oh, he kissed me before I could even do anything about it." I've heard that bullshit a million times. Of course, when the shit hits the fan, I get some of the splash because my boy couldn't focus on the game, which meant I had to make him my bitch the rest of the night in the video game. And I don't know about you guys, my boy is a talented player and I like the challenge. So victory didn't taste that good that time. All because he was beating himself up about the fight with Kelsey and that she was going out with all the girls and stuff. Spent half an hour on the iPhone between games and all that crap. Conclusion, lose-lose. You might now be wondering, so what are you trying to say, bro? My answer is, girls, cut the shit out and get real, and things will work out for everybody. I propose scenario B, catching up from where John asked why they go out in the club if they're gonna talk about their freaking lives. Kelsey should have said, oh, because there are guys would be checking me out there and teasing them would build up my self-esteem. But that's all, baby, I love you. Oh, John would have been, oh, cool. And back to the FIFA, because that's how we guys are like. You just say things straight and we just get it. So they would have them banged real nice before she gets out, like it was meant to be. And everybody wins. Conclusion, sex. Kelsey has a great time with the girls at the club, no problems, and John and I would have been able to enjoy an awesome FIFA night.